We gonna get this right. We are gonna get this right. We gotta get this right tonight. Yep. Anybody who wants to learn something, you're free to join and learn what we're learning tonight. We're talking about cam finger followers. All right, if anybody's actually here, so what you're looking at here is a modern day cam setup, okay? Everybody wants to call this thing a freaking rocker arm. It's not a rocker arm. It's a finger follower. If you notice this design, the cam sits directly in the center point of this finger follower. I just call them followers. When the cam lobe presses down on the roller, the hydraulic lash adjuster, not lifter, not a lifter, the lash adjuster, okay, is pressed down along with the valve. So your rocker arm does not rock in a modern day overhead cam engine. It is pressed down. Both sides of this part go downwards. A rocker arm is pretty simple. You have a cam in the block. It pushes a rod up. That rod hits the bottom side of an arm. The valve is on the other side of the arm. As the push rod goes up, the valve goes down. The rocker is rocking. Seriously, everybody calling these things rocker arms, you give me a headache. Like, think about what you're saying to customers. You don't even know what the part is called. You're putting this on the internet. You're clearly showing how truly uneducated you are with a modern day engine. It's not good for people that are trying to work, to build a name and a reputation doing engine work. Like, can we finally, for once, as a community of guys who like cars and gears and enjoy watching other people talk about it, can we at least get the terms of the parts right? Because this is not a rocker cam system. This is a finger follower cam design. It is not a rocker arm. You're wrong. So if anybody cares, you learned something today. If you do not care, press that thumbs down and leave. If you do care and you do like being educated, I'll do this for about an hour, and I can actually correct a lot of things in your terminology with engine theory, because it's not okay to call something what it's not. It's like calling a dog a fish. or a cat a dog. You can call the cat Steve, it's going to come to you. You're going to call the dog Steve, it's going to come to you. But they're not the same, if that makes any sense. It's pretty simple. Here is a rocker arm. You see a rocker arm. You see how it's rocking. It's pivoting. It's not being pushed down. It goes up and the other side goes down like a seesaw, right? It's not rocking. As you can see, not rocking. How does that rock? It can't rock. As soon as the valve pushes down, it's pushing down on both the lash adjuster and the valve. The lash adjuster is there to prevent the roller from being able to fly off of the cam. The only thing the lash adjuster is truly doing in this design, it's the cam lobe being automatically pressing on the nipple of your lash adjuster by just being on the lobe itself. As the lobe rolls, the tip of the lobe presses downward. So that roller is constantly being pushed into the cam lobe by the lash adjuster because there's oil pressure pushing upwards. It doesn't rock. It's like, stop calling these things rocker arms, especially you Pentastar rocker arm guys. They're finger followers, or roller follower, or cam follower. It follows the cam. It's not rocking. Hence why there's no bolts, no nuts, no nothing that hold this piece in the engine. It is sheer, the lash adjuster, the point on the valve stem, and just being pressed into the cam lobe at all times. For all you Pentastar owners, you want to stop chucking these things out because only 1,000 vehicles were truly recalled for a bad design. All these other engines, they're failing because you're not changing your oil like you should. Do not wait for your Jeep to tell you change your oil. That's at 10,000 miles. Change it at 5,000 or less. You'll thank me later when you don't have to pay $3,000 for somebody to fix your engine because you trust the dealerships, which by the way are selling nothing but cars that are recalled for safety concerns. Don't get me started on the Chevy Cruzes. That has 1,463 technician service bulletins alone, 50 safety recalls, and 27 Highway Safety Administration recalls, right? Jeeps aren't any better. They all have these issues. Idle hours, people. The longer you sit there in your AC car, idling it and not driving, you're starving these components of oil. You will then develop the clacky. Why? Because that roller and the follower isn't being lubricated. The needle bearings fail, and now they're in your oil pan. The more you know, people, the more you know. Again, for anybody who's new to this, just popping in, I am correcting the industry-wide poor education on camshaft designs in modern day cars. This is a free roller follower design. Hey, what's up, Kenwood? Not a rocker arm. Okay, it's not a rocker arm. You notice how, again, if for all you guys new, I'm going to repeat this. A finger follower is not a rocker. It doesn't rock. And there's no lifter inside of this design. So people who call them rockers and lifters, you're wrong. It's a hydraulic lash adjuster. It is a finger follower with a roller. The reason why it's like this is the roller is constantly following the cam lobe. Your hydraulic lash adjuster is spraying oil through the top of that nipple upwards. This is what lubricates the roller needle bearings, and it keeps this roller follower in place. It's constantly pushing upwards on the cam. Same with the valve spring. When the lobe comes down, it pushes both sides of your rocker arm downwards. How's it rocking? It's not. It's lifting and being pressed downwards. Both sides. A rocker arm rocks, as you see in this design. You have force going up and the valve goes down as the arm rocks. Rocker arm, roller follower. More you know. Let's get this right, because in my opinion, as a ASE master technician and going fully strictly into engines as a hobby now, and maybe in the future I'll be building engines like Steve Morris engines and all those guys. You know, I would like to be one of those companies out there one day. I don't really like cars as I want to work on your car. I'm past that. I do roofing full time. I can't deal with people and their poor ability to maintain their own car, and then they want to blame me for why their car breaks all the time. So I feel like as a professional in this trade who's very, very educated and very, I guess we'd call terminology, Karen, in this fact that stop getting this wrong, because you're making us look like we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. To the engineers in particular, you know, the guys who create these cars that give us headaches and nightmares, and we just like can't begin to fathom why. And if you know anything about the trade of modern day cars, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They think we're stupid because we don't know what to call the parts. So look into this stuff. And again, for like Nissan V6 cars, everybody calls the cup on top of the valve a lifter. No, it's not a lifter. It's not lifting. It's going down. It's being pressed down. And I will say that is by far the best design for a high RPM engine I've ever seen, because basically your spring cup is on the valve, and your cam lobe touches the cup is touching the valve. You're basically cam to valve contact with a surface on top that rotates like a flat tappet lifter would, and they wear into each other and spin, but it's spinning on top of the valve stem. It's being pressed down. It never is being lifted up outside of the valve shutting. So hopefully you guys get to learn something. Okay, so the part of the valve adjuster that is hydraulic here, my friend, is, if we zoom in here, all right, you'll see that there's a little nipple on the top of this lifter, okay, or adjuster. So we'll see what I mean by this. Let's back out of here, and let's find what everybody calls a lifter, and this for some reason when it's not. Those are best design, and why this is hydraulic adjuster. Here, Ken. Oh my God, can we go back? So if you see here, you got a shell, an exterior shell. There's a spring at the bottom, and you got your nipple at the top, and your oil orifices that go into your rocker arm, which is, you see, is cut out design. See your cam roller? When the oil is sprayed through this hydraulic adjuster, so oil pressure builds at the bottom in the spring area and pushes upwards. Hence adjuster. This is basically keeping the other end of the follower contacting not only the cam lobe at all times, but the valve head at all times. Not only that, but as oil sprays through the piston inside of this hydraulic adjuster, it goes into that orifice at the top. There's that little cutout. This is what supplies oil to the needle bearings that you see cut away. If you're idling your engine all the time, you are starving those needle bearings, hence the Pentastar chucking out rollers. Guess what? When your Jeeps and your Pentastars get out of the recall window and you start chucking these, you're going to be paying people like me $3,000 because you don't change your oil, or you like to idle your car all the time. This is why a lot of cop cars in the Dodge family with V6 engines, even their V8s, they come in with the tick of doom. Why? They idle a lot in cop cars. So being that let's just back down to your original question. It is it's an automatic lash adjusting hydraulic part. Why? One, oil controls where it is, and this also retains this finger follower from popping out of your engine. Again, it supplies oil to this whole valve train, and it's consistently adjusting itself as the valve is going down and up, auto lash adjusting, so this part does not leave your valve train and end up in your rocker cover somewhere, or in this case, valve cover. Rocker covers would be old school pushrod V8s and LS motors, as finger followers are in overhead cam designs. You're not going to see a rocker arm in an overhead cam design, hence the term cam overhead. Means all the valve train components are below the camshaft, not above the camshaft, unless you buy a Honda. They're weird, but it's still a finger follower. But they just have a secondary arm where it pivots on, as the cam lobe is underneath of this contraption, and this is how they get their VTEC with this also. So at the end of the day, there's still finger followers, just like this is a finger follower. More you know. Get educated, guys. Rocker arms need a push rod. They have to pivot. Force upwards forces other end downwards. These, when the cam presses it, both ends of this part, the follower, are pressed down. They don't rock. They're not a seesaw. It's not like you got the fat kid on one side and the skinny kid on the other side of the seesaw. It doesn't do that. They both go down. It's two fat kids and they just break the damn fucking seesaw. Education, baby. Education. I laugh at every time I watch it, specifically, most commonly, rocker arm failures in V6 overhead cam engines of the Chrysler base 3.6 liters and 3.2 liters. Oh my God, people. How are you supposed to be a technician fixing people's cars and you don't even know what the part's called? Like, if I was a customer with my education and know-how, or an engineer of said motor, and I came to your shop to get my car fixed for this infamous follower chucking cancer, and you called it a rocker, I'm taking my car out to your shop. That's just me. If you don't even know what it's called, I'm not letting you fix my car. And it embarrasses people like me who actually know what we're talking about. When I know you might be capable of fixing said car and you know how to correct it, and you're probably looking at Identifix on a computer, which is okay. Again, something I'm not big fond of. I don't really do that. I just do my due diligence and use common sense. Look at this part. Why is this code here? Unless it's Chevy products or body control or electronical things, then yeah, of course, I'm going to go on Identifix. Like, who wants to deal with the 18 computer cars that we have today? Not me. I'm going to let the internet tell me what to do. But in reality, when it comes to engine theory, if you got an O2 sensor code, what are you going to do first? First thing I do is I check the air filter. Why? Clogged air filter is going to trigger that code and all kinds of other problems. So do your due diligence. Do your homework, get educated on what you're actually doing, so when you speak to a customer, you're talking like you know what you're doing, because you're calling the parts they are. And it doesn't help either. It's the old way of everybody's called a rocker arm. I get it, I understand it, but we're not in 1960s anymore, people. We're not in the 1990s. We're up in 2024, man. We got electric cars doing 200 mile an hour that are basically made out of plastic because they're junk. So, I mean, just get educated. Again, like, you just proved my point. Like, it's not correct. And I mean, I'm not being an asshole, or I'm not being like trying to like dictate people. I'm just really here to help educate you guys that are like me. We're in this trade together. You know, if I can help you properly understand the names of these parts in your engine, when you go talk to a customer, they're going to be like, what? Why is this? What's this guy on about? Like, they're gonna be interested because you're not calling it what everybody has called it. Maybe they'll ask you questions. What don't you mean rocker arm? And then you sit there and say, look, no, it's not a rocker arm. And then you show them why, or you explain to them why it's not a rocker arm. And now they can see, they're like, oh man, this guy knows his shit. Does that make sense? And it stops making us look stupid. You know what I mean, Doom? Like, you see my point behind that? You know, dogging on anybody or anything. Like I said, I'm trying to, you know, help us all us balls out. Look better in the. You know, if you go up to a customer and you explain that to them because their old way of thinking, you're gonna blow their mind. Like I'm probably blowing your guys' minds right now. That this is not a rocker arm. This is a finger follower, or a roller follower, or a cam follower. And this piece is not a lifter. It's a hydraulic, it's an automatic or self-adjusting lash. It's basically a lash adjuster, automatic lash adjuster, hydraulic lash adjuster. It just keeps the roller, cam lobe, and valve contact at all times, while also supplying oil to your needle-bearing roller. Pentastar owners, only 1,000 vehicles got recalled for a defective roller setup. The rest of your cars breaking down is because you're not changing your effing oil or you're idling your engine all the time. Stop doing that stuff. You will never have this issue. Also, if you change your oil, you won't lose a timing chain. Timing chains are supposed to last the life of the engine. You're not supposed to change them. And if you know anything about Chevy Ecotechs with the timing chains, if you can tell me the one time you pulled a timing cover off one of those Ecotechs and did not see dark shit brown varnish, I would be impressed. I will fucking buy you a new car if I, like, literally, if you could tell me you've ever experienced the timing chain failures or water pump failures in those engines and found a clean timing cover. Guarantee you haven't. Why? They have little jet nozzles that spray oil. A little bit of carbon gets in that bitch, game over. It ain't spraying oil on that chain. Now it's gonna slap around, start breaking guides. Yeah, there's your problem. Change your oil, people. It's that simple. Hey man, that's the thing. That's what you should say. You know nothing. You don't know everything. You'll never know everything. So know that you know nothing. The sooner we all as a civilization and species on this freaking shithole we call planet Earth, once we all learn we know nothing, the sooner we can learn more and get more sophisticated and more intelligent instead of thinking you know it all. You don't know anything. You're going to learn something new every day. It should be your absolute desire and daily goal. I need to learn something today. Seriously. You'll be amazed at how much better at life you get, let alone turning a wrench on a car or customer satisfaction. It's simple, really. See, Ken, this is why we need to get rid of idiots behind the counter that don't know a damn thing about a car. Again, this is why I stay out of the shop. Like, I want you guys to know, I don't work on cars anymore for a living. All my videos on my YouTube, majority of them are me helping friends out in a pinch, or my own shit. People and everybody in the trade and customers ruined it for me. Why? They know it all. You know, I have people come up and like, Oh my God, brake lines. Oh my God. When you put when it strictly says in your ad and on the side of your truck, no brake lines, especially when I live in Pennsylvania, and they're like, oh well, it's an easy job. Every time somebody tells you, oh, it's an easy job, why are you bringing it to me? Should be your exact response. Why? Because they don't want to do it and they know it's not easy, and never ever 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 believe someone when it says it's easy. It's an easy, quick, easy job. How, if you know so much and how easy it is, why are you paying me? Well, I'm lazy. No, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And you're just trying to coax somebody into it. And being a small time guy at the time doing my own mobile mechanic business, people thought they could get one over on me all the time. And they didn't pay a lot. So basically I show up, you pay up front, or I ain't turning a wrench. And then at that point I just got so annoyed at people calling me 24/7 and getting mad when I'm like, dude, I got 7 people ahead of you. It might be 3 days. And then they just curse you out and you're like, okay, whatever, bye. If you guys are in a shop and you know how to do this work by yourself, why the fuck aren't you putting your tools in your truck and starting your own business? The more people in this trade that leave these stupid shops, and you guys listen to me because I've done this. I literally was making $4,000 a week by myself with my 94 GMC with a bad transmission. I was going around fixing everybody's car, making $4 grand. Craigslist. Go to Craigslist, put a $5 ad in your local major city, and watch. Watch how many people call you. Once you start there, you get a reputation. Start showing some fucking 1099 forms and whatever to the IRS, you could go get a business loan. Take that business loan and go rent a facility off somebody who's getting out of the trade, probably because cancer is customers. Go there. Now you have a start. You got a name. Ew, I feel bad for you. But if you go to the right place, Flat Rate can fucking make you a lot of money, dude. But if you're in a dealership, oh, I'd be shocked to see if you could feed your family that month. And Ken, guess what? Every time you fix a car, you diagnose it, and you get it right, I can tell you right now, you're better than half the mechanics out there. You know, I like to call, there's 3 different types of guys in this trade. You got your, what we call a shady tree guy, aka the dirtbag real backyard mechanic, who you take your car to, and every time you pay him, it comes back, the problem never went away, and after like $1,000 later, your car runs right. That guy is a joke. A mechanic is somebody, I would say, in a shop level, has some form of ability to perform the tasks and has a basic understanding of diagnosing a problem. For example, a mechanic doesn't know to look for why the control arm went bad. Why is this control arm bad? Why did this ball joint go bad? Maybe if you look at the strut, maybe if the strut tower is a little leaky, maybe you just putting this part on the customer's car is just going to cause that thing to fail sooner. So do your due diligence. Use your head. Do homework on alignment angles and suspension alignment angling during motion. You know, what is a sway bar in? What is a sway bar? Well, if the vehicle tries to roll over to the right, passenger side, there's a bar there. As the car starts to roll, the control arm is pushing up. This pushes upwards on your sway bar, thus preventing the car from rolling on its suspension too much. As you are rolling to the right and forces are going upwards on the sway bar, this is now pushing downward force on the opposite wheel of it. What does this do? It forces the 4 tires to remain traction to the ground. As the arm is pushing up, as the vehicle rolls, this is now forcing the other wheel down on the ground so it doesn't lose traction and you spin the fuck out. Education, people. Education, man. Education. Don't ask me how I know all this stuff about a car. I don't even know how. I went to a trade school called Rosedale Tech in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It was an 18-month course, and I made it 3.5 months, and I probably only showed up a month of that 3.5 months, and they kicked me out because there was no way my GPA was ever going to be able to graduate. So they just kicked me out of the fucking school, right? I've learned all of this because I enjoy doing this, and I actually go on Google as a nerd and look shit up. It's that easy. You don't even need to go to school for this shit. It's on the internet. Do your homework. You want to learn how to build an engine? Watch a bunch of people build an engine. Find the videos that are like 2, 3, 4 hours long and sit down and learn like you're in school, man. If you put in the effort, you put in the time, you can achieve the understanding of what a technician is. A technician in the automotive trade is somebody who can find the problem, figure out what caused the problem, correct the root cause of the customer's complaint, thus preventing that issue from ever coming back. Oh, fouling spark plugs. Why? You're running rich. Why is that? Check your fucking air filter, bitches. Reason why I say check the air filter is I had a guy with and I'm gonna dog myself here. 2014 Chevy Cruze. I've been chasing this cat converter code, rough running, misfire, and past few months, black smoke out the tailpipe. I pulled the spark plugs out when I was doing a timing belt. I'm glad we did do that no matter what. His pulleys were flinging grease everywhere. But sure enough, this fucking air filter is clogged up. Whoops. This is why I always like to say this too. Start at the basics. First thing you do when a car comes in with a check engine light, you fuckers, pop the air filter out. Look at it. Check the oil. Check the coolant. Then plug the fucking scan tool in. Trust me, it'll save you freaking 3 weeks of freaking nightmares. Oh my God, I never want to see a Chevy Cruze in my life again. Fuck all of you with Chevy Cruzes. You get what you get. Fuck that car. $100 hours, this 88-hour pay period. Training. Yeah, dude, no, fucking swear to God, dude. Swear to God, like, this Chevy Cruze, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sluggish. Hit the gas pedal. Didn't want to go. I said this, like, what threw me off, okay? What threw me off about this engine, which I have no idea why I didn't even think about it. If you pull the dipstick up, it sucks it back in. You hear, I'm like, what the fuck is it? When does an engine suck in the oil crankcase? Okay, blowing the dipstick out, gotcha. Blowing the fucking oil cap out, gotcha. This fucker was trying to swallow this shit. And then I found oil all in the spark plug hole. And I'm like, okay, so maybe we have crankcase pressure. Again, suction. Bro, this car's been sucking its fucking cam or fucking valve cover freaking gasket into the engine. It's been sucking all the seals in the engine. This engine has oil leaks everywhere because it's been sucking it. And it sucks to say this, but this engine's been like clogged filter probably for 2 years. I pulled the spark plugs out. They're gunked up with white lean condition, which there's my throwing off. If it was running rich from air restriction, I would expect to find black, sooty, fouled plugs. Well, it was fouled all right, but it was cooked fouled. That was telling me at this point, understanding the whole situation this car was doing and why the catalytic converter melted and I replaced it 1.5 years ago. And then now we're here today. This thing progressively got worse. Is simply because of the clogged air filter. And then it was pulling fuel out to match air levels. And then it was starting to lean the cylinders, thus cooking the soot white on the spark plugs. And bro, these things melted the spark plugs. All four plugs melted. Again, if I would have started with the basic of checking the air filter, probably would have avoided all this headache. But you learn, you live, you make mistakes, you rush, And I thought I was on to something, and I was not. All my symptoms were a bad air filter. Yeah, imagine being that guy to find that out. Yep, I did it. Now you don't have to. Check your air filters, motherfuckers. Yeah, Ken, I'm not kidding you, bro. I even looked it up. What's causing Chevy Cruze to suck itself to pieces? Nothing came up about an air filter. Ever. And then I Google Chevy Cruze bad air filter symptoms. Shit. Constantly running low on oil. This car was going through oil like every 1,500 miles. It would need 2 quarts of oil. You know what I mean? Basically, you change the oil before the oil's ever changed. Intervals come around on that car. Why? Well, it was sucking the oil out of there like freaking Count Succula. Just, it was hungry, bro. And now the fucking thing runs normal. Guy's happy as hell, and I feel stupid as fuck. Just so you guys know, you ever pull a dipstick out and it's gurgly sucky, and it tries to suck the dipstick back in, please check your air filter. Swear to God. Oh my God. I hate people. Bro, the catalytic converter in the O2 sensor got fucking cooked, bro. Every time that oil and fuel went into that fucking cat, it melted it down. I'm pretty sure he's going to need a new catalytic converter again, too. The way this shit's looking, man, that car's probably going to die at 200,000 miles. Oh, well. It's Chevy Cruze, who cares? Well, guys, I'm glad to have hopefully educated you on a few things about automotive. Again, stop calling finger followers rocker arms. Swear to God. It's cringe. And you're wrong. It's so wrong. Like I said, it's probably going to fucking warp its head and freaking go to the scrapyard because it's only worth $3,000. They're all worthless. You ever notice that? Chevy Cruzes? A little life lesson for anybody not car savvy and buys cars from dealerships. You go to a used car lot and you buy a Chevy Cruze for over $4,000, you're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. Because you go on Craigslist right now and buy them for $4,000. If you can't afford it, don't lease it. Go lease another car. Stay away from Nissan Versas too. Like, no. Don't buy a Nissan Versa and don't buy a Chevy Cruze. They always try to set you up in those two cars. Why? They're going to fail. And then you're not going to pay them, and they're going to take it, and they're going to fix it, and they're going to do it to the next victim. It is. The car trade has gotten so dirty. If I can reach out to my guys in this trade to where we're saving people's cars, and we understand how it's like when our car goes down and we can't get to work, look at your customers like that. And I promise you, you're going to get the best customers money can buy, and they're not even going to question anything. They're going to say, hey, my car's fucked up, fix it. All right, how much? There you go. They're not even going to question it. They're going to tell all their friends and their family, and you're going to blow up. And then you're going to quit. And you're going to go find another trade because people ruin it for you. Glad I could inform you guys your destiny if you do what I did. Different strokes for different folks, though. I promise you I will never open up a repair facility or mobile mechanic business ever again. I will strictly be engine repair and engine performance building only. I rebuild your engine or I build your engine, period. I am not doing your head gasket. Go fuck yourself. That's another one. I have a 20-year-old Honda and a 30-year-old Cummins. I don't know anything about new cars. Well, that's not good for not knowing anything about new cars. You probably should learn that. But those are very nice cars. Old Honda. I have a 2004 Honda Odyssey, 1971 C30 pickup. dump truck, 1996 Ford F Super Duty with a 460 big block. Built that bitch. She's 471. My 71 C30 dump truck, bitch got a 383 stroker in it. I got a Carmen Ghia with a 2177cc freaking stroker, air-cooled VW motor in it. I got a Porsche 924S that I plan to throw away the 2.5 Porsche motor and K24 swap it. Don't tell anybody. I have a 1987 International Bluebird school bus. Ain't nothing I own over 2004. Everything I own is 2004 and older. And Doomsicle, the Mirage. Can you... I could totally do that. I'm not a big fan and never been asked to touch a rotary. It's kind of an honor to do something like that. And if you wanted to ship that fucking thing to me, that would be simple as fuck because it's a rotary. You could ship that to me and I could ship it back and you'd be ready to go. That I could do for you, definitely. And I would enjoy to do that. That would be a learning experience. And if I fuck it up, I'll buy another fucking casing. But I won't fuck it up. It's porting, bro. Come on. Oh, you... let me guess, Apex Seals. Sucks to be you. 5 years ago, that bitch, it'd be lucky to be running. K24. Yep. Just keep the oil up on it, and when you start getting timing chain noise, fucking do the chain. And watch out for the VTEC solenoid oil leaks, and that car is generally bulletproof. You wonder why there's K24s out there pushing 2,500 horsepower. I want you all to think about that. 4 pistons making 2,000 horsepower. A single damn piston is generating 500 horsepower. 3 times the power output of that engine stock. What in the is going on with Honda? Who gave the engineers meth and why? Why aren't we doing that everywhere else? Why isn't Chevy jumping on? Why are all these companies building trash, but Honda and Toyota over here like, yeah, we're crushing it, bitches. Like giving the Japanese even more gloating after freaking Pearl Harbor, man. We build freaking war machines and everything you could think of and had hot rods, and now we got these dainty little Chinese built engines. They're trash. Unfortunately, Ken, you are consuming oil. You can't prevent that. Being there's no perfect combustion chamber seal. You're always burning oil. So yes, you're burning oil. Burning oil in an engine is normal. You're just not having over excessive oil consumption or excessive oil consumption. I can tell you right now, Honda says acceptable oil loss is a quart every 1,000 miles on a K24. Doesn't mean it's doing that, but they say an acceptable range of oil consumption is for every 1,000 mile is 1 quart of oil. And another little thing for you here with synthetic oil. It's not synthetic oil, it's fucking oil, okay? The difference between synthetic oil and conventional oil is additives and detergents they put into synthetic oil. Yes, synthetic oil with all these detergents and additives lasts a little bit longer, okay? Now, all these additives and chemicals can destroy your engine simply by starting the car up, driving it for 3 minutes, 60 seconds. Basically, if you never allow the oil to reach operating temperature, you will cause synthetic oil to crystallize. If you ever put your hand on a valve, or like your cam lobes or wherever the varnish shows up, and then you feel that gritty, sandy stuff, that's crystallization of oil, and that's indicative and a sign of somebody not allowing their oil to heat cycle properly. If you start your engine, let it warm up before you shut it off. Completely warm up. Outside that, the additives inside full synthetic are very, very corrosive and damaging to rubber seals. So don't put full synthetic oil inside of an engine with rubber gaskets. You will destroy them. Now, silicone gaskets can handle that oil additive crap. So that's whenever people say don't put synthetic or conventional, blah, 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 blah. It's basically only because of the rubber and silicone base seals. If you got an engine that has silicone seals, you can run regular oil or synthetic. Don't put synthetic in an old small block Chevy 350 unless you have silicone seals. More you know, guys. More you know. Can you just stop saying hi, Hyundai? Fuck Hyundai. Cars are trash. Everything about a Hyundai. I don't think there's ever been a good Hyundai in existence at all. They all have a common problem. They blow up. It's not the transmissions, it's the freaking engines. They just die. Hyundai. I think I've worked on one Hyundai in my life. I will not take another one. Just because of the customer, she ruined it for everybody in the world. You got a Hyundai? Good luck. Don't call me. You want to build a Hyundai engine? I'm going to laugh at you. You want to put a Hyundai engine in a car? I'm going to laugh at you. You want to put a K24 in a Hyundai? Call me. All right, you said it best. Go to Chrysler, Chevy, Ford, and Hyundai. You'll never, ever not have a job. Promise you. You want to work on cars? Those four companies. Promise you, you will always have a job. They can't fix them as fast as they break. Everything's great until they grenade, bro. Everything is great until it blows up. And the reality of it, I'm going to have to say a lot of these companies' engine failures and major issues that are common in failing is people being dumb. It's owner, it's operator failure. It's the operator. Whoever's driving the car, whoever maintains the car, whoever owns the car, I'm going to have to say 80% of engine failures today in modern cars is truly the owners causing. And the reason why these dealerships are being forced to recall a lot of these is because they did it. They stopped accounting for user error. They didn't strengthen anything so that the customer had to really try to blow it up. They stopped doing that. So now everything it has to be perfect. If your car says use 0W20, don't put 5W20 in there. Put 020. The engine is designed to flow that oil at its operating temperatures and cold temperatures because the passages and all these little parts are sensitive. They need that specific called for oil. Why? They were designed to run that oil, not thicker oil. You want to get rid of valve plaque and you put thicker oil in your car, you're gonna blow it up eventually, I promise you. Don't believe thicker is better. That is a false pretense. If your car says 020, 030, you put it back in there, period. It'll save you headaches. Also, change your oil before 10,000 goddamn miles. Change it at 5, the highest. Do not push 5. I would tell you 3,500 like we've all known. Seriously, that's just me. I don't care if my car is full synthetic and the dealer says 9,000. I'm changing that bitch at 35, 4,000. Promise you I'll never have an engine tick. And you want, like, it's, this trade is, I can't even, if you really look at the whole world and then you look at the automotive world, you can kind of see a pattern here. I would say the world's going to shit and people are going to shit. Hence, our lives as a grease ball in any merit is shit. More I can smarten up and wise up, maybe we could turn the car trade around. You know what I mean? It's not that hard to get educated on what you're doing, understanding how a car works. How do you expect to fix a car if you don't visually in your head see everything that happens when you turn that key? You turn key, power goes to all the components. They all wake up. They all turn their sensors on. Everything does a quick check. Then you crank it over. You're sending power. You see that starter gear being pushed out by the pinion and the solenoid. And you see the engine crank. Then you see all the valve train components moving. You see all the fucking electronics doing their thing. If you don't understand how a fucking car works, how the fuck do you expect to fix it? It amazes me where things have gone today, to be honest with you. And whoever's still here and enjoyed this rant of Engine 101, I do have a Discord, and I am starting, like, I'm gonna get better. This is the first time I ever just made a video on live or did a live where I'm educating people on engines. But I really do want to do my own online thing through my Discord where I can actually teach people engine theory 101, the real science behind an engine, the physics, the molecule, you know, the 1 part air, fucking 1 part fuel and fucking 10 parts air, yada yada yada, the science and math behind it. Once you learn that of a gasoline engine, you can do anything to a car. Everything else is simple outside computers. God forbid you want to learn that shit. I to this day am learning every day about a car and its computer. My brain hurts with it. Who the fuck is this? GE dash. Oh, okay. Hey, Doomsicle, can you look up what he's saying before I do it on my live stream? In case this guy's like spamming something that is not what he's saying. Jesus Christ. I have a Sunbeam oscilloscope that I found in an old abandoned garage, and I'm still searching for things to bring it back up to fully functioning status. Just because this is the hobby. Am I ever going to use that oscilloscope? Probably not, but it's cool to have around. It's a good talking piece. It's collectible. GE-94DC is a train. All right. Okay. Appreciate that, by the way, Doomsicle. GE dash. Oh my God, move out of my face. What the fuck? GE dash. Oh my God, this phone is so fucking broken. Or my hands are just so big. Of course, it's a train. And I called it an engine. Motor. Even though that's wrong. Oh, man. Monster freaking 6-cylinder. I know it does. I know it does have an engine, buddy. But I want to see its engine, not the train. I want to see what makes it go. I want to see that bumper pumper. I want to see them push rods. I want to see them fucking pistons. Let me see that camshaft. Drop that oil pan. I want to see that crank. What kind of engine does it use? All right, you know what? Power plant. Why the fuck can't I find a damn picture of the engine itself? I hate Google. I hate you, Google. Okay. I have a feeling every time I search this shit, I'm just gonna get nothing but pictures of the train itself. What I will do is this though. I'm gonna pause the stream for a second, guys. All right. You guys want to see a 1971 C30 dump truck pick the front wheels off the ground with a 383 stroker that I found in a junkyard by accident, paid $500, and stuck it in a work truck? Hard to tell. Very hard to tell, but that bad girl popped off the ground about 1 inch on the passenger wheel. And no, the frame is not broken. The cab mounts are bad. Just listen to this bad girl start up. $500, baby, in a junkyard. Tell me that chop doesn't get you hard. Hey, Doomsicle, come on. Come on, did that tickle you a little bit? Oh, man. Beer. Will, give me a minute, bro. Can I show off my toys that I've been? I sold this. 1973. I finally got it running good. Now we're going to do a full restoration to this car. We're going to take the fenders off, sand it down, paint her up. Doing some work back here. Got a voltage regulator problem, a few other things, but for a 15-year-old car, man, she runs really good. She's all here and did save. Hey, just so you know, dude, I'm only 31 years old. I am not an old fart. I am learning carbureted engines of recently. I'm learning the old school stuff. And I learned it all. It's simple as shit. Test of time. You'll see why we're rebuilding it here shortly. Shitty paint job. Somebody repainted the car once. This is the original color though. Oh, this is also the rare to find functioning auto stick. So it's all here. Good resto. So here in a couple months we should have this thing all back together looking brand new. Stupid phone. Alright, so this first video doesn't really make sense at the moment, but this is a 2012 Honda Accord with the J35 VCM engine. I stole the 6-speed manual transmission out of it for a Honda Odyssey, and I rebuilt the engine. Well, I redid the heads, sold the engine, and scrapped the car. But this is me taking my 460 EFI big block Ford and making it a 471.
In the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout, and fame, a disease, a plague, we all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name, all our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be, living in a time where disease is on every screen, I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering, negativity is a plague for the mentally weak, no mercy, all I got is working, never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic with this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. Oh. To the last of the webs I'm weaving, I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If we break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic. Yeah, if I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep my face, no way, you don't want it. Yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim. To the last with the webs I'm weaving, I can change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If we break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot.
I would. I totally would. But this is in my dump truck. I don't have a Crown Vic, bro. I don't have a Crown Vic. I want one. Don't get me wrong. Doomsicle? Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Damn, not only are you a Crown Vic guy, but you got one of the last generation, one of the last built Crown Vics. That's pretty cool. I hope everybody cringes that I use the Valley as my tool holder. I hope you all cringe. There's no an oil pan on the engine.
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Too many things going on, I can't keep track of them all. From people dropping a bomb to people putting up walls. I feel like life is on hold, perception stuck in a vault. I know that time can heal all, but how much time till we fall? It's awfully chilly outside, when there's no shelter to hide. When everything is a lie, you'll find that out in some time. But when the things on your mind are all considered a crime, communication aside, we'll all just fight till we die. Is this an argument, or just the start of it? Either way, I don't wanna be a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't have the heart for this. I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is this an argument, or just the start of it? I wanna drive away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks their promises, or maybe drown myself in something that is bottomless. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to...
Alright, let's find... Here's a good one. Let's make this a theme song. If my phone will load, because we have storms. Seriously? Welcome back to Jerry Rigged Engines. Welcome to the mechanic shop where we do stupid fucking things. We have a Porsche 924 doing a clutch. What a fucking joke. This car sucks fucking balls. Alright guys, so 40-year-old fucking axle nut does not come off at all. Okay? We gotta pull the transmission out, which is in the back of the car. And then you have a torque tube down the center of the car. And then you got the transmission bolted to the clutch and flywheel through a torque tube all the way up here. There's like a million fucking things you gotta do to get that stupid thing out, to even access the bell housing, which is also bolted on by itself, a little piece. Like, you know, it's bits and pieces, and guess what? You can't even take all that out until you remove the entire fucking exhaust. Yes! Let's go, Porsche! Here we go, guys. We're over. Oh. Final update. Rear end's on the ground. It's completely out of the car. There it is. Who would have guessed that the front-mounted engine Porsches were doing a Corvette thing? Who would have guessed? Infamous torque tube. Makes you question, where did Corvette get their idea from? And then here's why we're replacing this.
see.
Little fun fact here. My boy at 944 Barnes educated me on something that I didn't understand. Why is the snout of my torque tube that goes into my clutch splines wobbling? Well, somebody removed the engine from this car before. And when they put the engine back in the car, they allowed the engine to rest on the snout of this torque tube shaft and bent it. I was changing the clutch in this Porsche that I paid $2,500 for because I thought the rubber damper went bad. Nope. This damn torque tube shaft is bent. More you learn.
Very slightly. This is twisted and a wobble.
I am not a train enthusiast like yourself, but I will tell you that I love anything that burns fuel and is an engine. Train diesel engines, airplane engines. I am actually working on being certified to inspect aircraft by the FAA. I own a 1946 Cessna 140 with a C90 Continental air-cooled opposed engine aircraft. So if it lets out farts or exhaust gases, trust me, I'm interested. If it uses nuclear power and makes steam and powers generators, we've been doing that forever. Power plants do it. Nuclear power plants literally superheat and allow nuclear rods to go slightly out of control. They heat, they boil water, they create steam, they pump steam through a freaking pipe, and it goes to a turbine, spins turbine. The end of that turbine shaft is a generator. Not interested in that shit. It's fucking simple. Okay. But if it burns fossil fuels, damn right I love it.
This here cone here, it's walking around. It's not a perfect plane. So this is no good. Bearings are making noise too. Replay.
I don't understand steam engines, I'll be honest. I've never actually, I don't know why I've never done that. I've never actually truly learned how steam engines function. How do they suck the piston? And how do they push it down? How does that work? I get steam and I get its pressure, but I don't understand how it works as an engine without a generator attached to a turbine blade and steam's pumped through it. Guess I'll learn that from you, Mr. Train Guy.
Welcome back to Jury-Rigged Engines again. Porsche update.
I don't want to hear about the Porsche no more.
Got the exhaust out.
What other dumb shit have I done? Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. I don't know if I'm ready to talk about that guy who owes me money on that fucking Mustang from freaking 4 years ago. Here's me pulling the Continental C90 engine off my plane. Why? Why, you ask? You really want to know why? Fucking bought it for $12,500. They said it ran 10 years prior. Bitch had broken rings in cylinder 4. This was a while ago. I still don't have the engine back. All because of the magnetos. My magnetos needed rebuilt. And it seems to be impossible to get my hands on magnetos. Finally found a pair. Spending $9,000 on a pair of magnetos for this engine. You ever heard of bust out another $1,000 for a boat? Psh, go buy an airplane, dude.
Except, first thing you want to do is, I've already done it, is go down there on the driver's side of your radiator. See if I can get it.
I'm actually reading this. Galvin, tell me how steam engine works. Viewer count is dropping. Let's go. Nobody wants to learn. I'm glad the nerds stay. I'd rather not have people in here that are dumb. Dumb people are okay too. And did everybody go? Does that mean I could... I get the propelled by steam. Oh, I'm dumb. You're just blowing steam into the cylinder, and there's no combustion. The steam pressure alone is just forces the pistons down. And the next piston that's forced down is what forces the piston up to be forced back down by steam again. Huh. Yep. Now I feel dumb. A four-stroke engine would work with fire smoke. It's not fire smoke though, it's wood smoke. Actually, I believe plastic also. I bet you plastic smoke is filthy as shit and probably not good and won't let your engine run long. Bad things would happen, but I believe you could probably run an engine off plastic smoke. I mean, come on, man. Plastic is definitely oil. It's crude oil is a huge part of making a plastic. It's a part of the plastic composite. So if you burned it, the smoke, in theory, would be flammable. But then you have all the other byproducts and the sticky soot and nastiness that just gets all over everything. If you could filter that out efficiently to where you wouldn't be changing a filter every 5 seconds, in theory, I feel like melting plastic would definitely burn as a smoke byproduct. What's oxyhydrogen? I've never heard oxylene acetylene. What like explain what you mean by oxyhydrogen. I'm not familiar with what you're saying. Okay, so you guys want to learn how simple it is to make a hydrogen generator? Get a jar, get a lid, get 2 hoses. Actually, no, 1 hose. Get a car battery. Get 2 rods. Nuts, then plates, rods. Stagger them. 1 to negative terminal, 1 to positive terminal. Slide them so each plate is in between each other but not touching. You don't want to short it. Get salt, water, put it in a jar, seal it, hook up the battery, take hose, stick it in the carburetor inlet, air inlet, and you can run a 4-stroke weed whacker or 2-stroke weed whacker at idle off water with that simple contraption. Done it. The only thing that you got to understand with this system, you cannot rev it and it won't pick up RPM because you're not able. If you could increase the electrolysis affected side and ramp up the reaction, obviously you could deliver more fuel. I did not solve that problem, but I can run a weed whacker at idle on water. It's very simple to do. You basically just use water as your, like taking two wires, negative, positive, shorting them out. Instead of shorting them out directly together, you short them out in the water, and they create hydrogen and oxygen. So not only are you making a gas, but you're also making an air source. And I feel like a hydrogen engine, if done correctly, and if there was science or physics could allow it to happen, you wouldn't even need to suck outside ambient air to run that engine. You can completely seal off the combustion chamber from the atmosphere. I wonder how that would work. Ooh, S-Man. S-Man. Holy fucking shit. I never even thought like that. Wow, you're right. You're right. Water could be the propulsion of space. Why? It could be self-contained oxygen and a fuel source all in one. Hydrogen engine. Hydrogen-based propulsion engine in space. And then the world's water will be gone. And the best thing is that salt water, the ocean water, is literally by far, it's just poured into a hydrogen generator, and you have best fuel source right there is the ocean water. That's crazy to think about. Holy shit. Holy shit. Yep. Extract the hydrogen. Now you got heat. Extract the oxygen. Now you got a life support system. Bro, we're talking too much on the internet. We're gonna get killed, bro. You know that, right? Stop. We gotta stop. We're saying too much on the internet. I feel like we gotta stop talking about that. Last guy that attempted anything of that nature is dead. And that was in the 80s. S-Man, you need to join my Discord. I'm telling you right now, S-Man, you of all people, you are my kind of intelligence. You need to join that Discord. We might become Elon Musk's right-hand man if you fucking hear what I'm saying. I bet you that smart genius motherfucker never even thought about it either. That's the kind of out the box. Holy shit. Not only is it a propulsion power plant, being it's a power plant, it's also going to be able to generate electricity. It's also going to provide you air and climatization so you can survive, because space is fucking freezing or extremely fucking hot depending on if you're in direct sunlight or behind it in total pitch blackness of the sun. So hydrogen could definitely provide air conditioning and heating, life support. Oh, guess what? You can drink it. And I kind of understand why, as a civilization at this current phase in our existence, being that the fucking future or the past, ancients had some advanced technology. I would say the only reason why water is so, like, what should we call it? It's shunned. It's forbidden. Is because without water, there's no life. So we switch to water-based fuel systems or hydrogen of the nature. You're just asking to kill the planet for real. Let's start finding ice rocks in space. They're everywhere. And that's the beauty of space too, right there. Right there, bro. Just think about that. That's the beauty of space. Pluto is one gigantic fuel station. It's everything. You need water for life. You need water for everything to deal with this type of idea. It's everywhere. There's comets. Comets are ice. Asteroids are rock. Well, they're actually iron. But again, so that's even crazier to really think that if we went to the moon, and we did go to the moon, but everything you've been seen on TV back at that time, that's all bullshit. That's all acted. Why would we go to the moon and allow our enemies to know everything? Nah, fuck that, bro. It was staged, but we did go to that moon. Asteroids are everywhere. You could literally build a spaceship in space. You don't even need to come to Earth. It's all out there. No, you don't. You just need a bunch of guys with ice picks and start chiseling it off. We got fucking 8 billion people here. You stick 8 billion people is what pickaxes on an ice rock. Bro, we gonna have all the fuel we want in a day. We'll fucking strip that thing in 3.2 seconds. We're fucking goddamn cancer. We're parasites, bro. We overwhelm and consume shit. What? Just put the human race on that ice rock, bro. Done. No fancy money. Just raw human power. I guarantee you 8 billion people in 10 minutes can generate enough ice. Well, in 1 minute they can generate enough ice to consume water for that day. Imagine 10 hours of it. Fucking power the whole planet for fucking years. Yeah? I mean, it's fucking water. Dude, you will be melting with a laser. The shit that's powering the laser. There's no biochemical. Well, see, now something we need to think about, though, about water in space. You need to add your cathode or whatever it is, the salt, right? You got to have iodized salt. You got to put what is that called in to exacerbate electrolysis? What is it? Electrolyte. Thank you. You gotta have. Let me ask you this: is baking soda an electrolyte potentially in this theory, or would just iodized salt be your only option? So you could use baking soda. What would you say is more? Obviously, we know salt and water is extremely corrosive to iron-based anything. Actually, I don't know if aluminum is susceptible to corrosion from salt and moisture. I think just oxygen is all you need to rust aluminum, right? What about titanium and salt? Or platinum? Basically, we just gotta, you gotta come up with a system that ideal chemical reaction would be potassium hydroxide as an electrolyte. Electrodes could be platinum, stainless steel, or copper coated, and graphene oxide. See, I was doing stainless steel cooking sheets in my basically fucking animal cracker jar hydrogen generator. At the time, I didn't even think about oxygen also being created at the same time as the hydrogen, which could also explain why when I hit the throttle, I was leaning the damn thing out, because I was not only adding air and fuel, but I also had the Venturi effect of, well, basically the vacuum of air being sucked in also at the same time. So 100% leaned it the fuck out, theory. But yeah, I use stainless steel cooking sheets, and they corroded less with iodized salt than anything else I tried. Being I didn't have plate aluminum or anything like that feasible at the time. But yeah, stainless steel lasted a little longer. But I like your thing, potassium hydroxide as an electrolyte. So it's not corrosive to what, steel? Would steel work? And potassium my fancy words, bro. I'm learning right now. This would okay, the surface area of the electrodes control the maximum speed of the reaction. Okay, so you're saying you would have to move the plates very closer together and further apart to basically increase volume of hydrogen and oxygen? Why the fuck isn't Elon finding people like you and I to fucking help him with SpaceX? Fucking 10 seconds. Elon, you want to know how you solve all your problems? Hydrogen rockets, bruh. It's like, Jesus Christ. This world is so fucked. All his great minds, the true smart ones, we're put down and we're not noticed. And if you, like, you and I, like, if people like us, man, actually really pressed this and pushed it, we would end up dead. They would bury us. If they couldn't silence us, they would kill us. So let's say increasing acceleration or increasing just increase, like, let's say if we're in a car and we're using hydrogen, if you move the electrodes closer together, that would be pushing the throttle, right? No, that's, man, like, be real, dude. Like, think about the other people that have done hydrogen. Have you heard the story of the guy who made the hydrogen car that could run on any form of water, even ocean water, and not corrode at all? It was perfect. It worked. It proved everything we're talking about. And he drove across the whole entire country multiple times in this little dune buggy looking thing off all types of water: spring water, river water, ocean water, tap water. Exactly. That's why me and my buddy got screamed at while we're supposed to be painting a car, and his wife came out and we're sitting here around a weed whacker with an animal cracker jar, making it run on water, thinking we're like fucking cool as shit. And she's screaming at us, "That's not paying the bills." And we kind of just went back to getting this shit done so we could make her happy, and then kind of never really visited it again, because we proved it and we knew we could do something with it. But we have lives, you know? Bro, just imagine that. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. We got a Toyota Camry that needs painted, and we got it all taped up, all ready, not painting it. She walks in the door and sees us playing with a weed whacker and an animal cracker jar, screaming, "We got it running on water!" God, I bet she felt like we were retards and felt, don't leave men together alone unsupervised. Especially if they're like you and me, yes. If you met my brother Jeremy, oh my God, the three of us, dude. You put us three together in his garage for about 15 minutes, bro, we got a rocket ship, I promise you. My buddy Jeremy showed me resonance frequency, taking a transformer out of a microwave and a fucking NiCad battery from an RC car and charging 2 NiCad batteries, his phone, and a light bulb off of an electric motor and a transmission, transformer from a microwave and fucking goddamn receptacle. It was free energy, using energy. It was charging 2 batteries for the use of 1 battery and a phone battery and powering a light bulb. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, you put us 3 together, we're all dead. I'm telling you, I don't know what the fuck he was telling me about, but resonance energy is definitely a thing. I looked at it. I looked all into it, but still to this day, I would need him to hop on here with us to explain how the fuck he came up with this shit. Like, I swear to God, but my brother, fucking known him 16 years of my goddamn life now, man, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know where he comes up with half the shit he comes up with, but it's fucking genius. And I learn a lot from it. And then I just make it so much better for him. Once I understand it and my clear intelligence gets a taste and an understanding of that, now I put my logic in it and I fucking make it perfect. Him and I together is a dangerous duo. But we also do stupid shit, like run from the police on our motorcycle at 3 a.m. drunk as shit, wrecking a bike, hiding in the woods, and then calling for backup, getting caught because one of us decided to drop our phone near the damn bike, and they showed up to the house and we got arrested. That was a good time. Thank God for the United States Marine Corps, and the cops were Marines. That's all I have to say. Good dudes. They gotta look out for their brothers, man. Get the fuck out of here. S. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't think you wait, never mind. I thought you were saying that you were goddamn fucking crayon eating some bitch too. By the way, if you really want to get me all jolly in the future, and I start a P.O. box, and you guys want to send some, like, subscriber fucking mail, red Crayola, motherfuckers. Red. I want a whole box of red. You send me any other color, I hate you. And that's, man, for me, I always like to tell people this. It's just how I feel, and I know a lot of my brothers felt the same way. Those who are not gone from lack of mental help. Change the service part and say thank you for your sacrifices. Because at the end of the day, think about us in the Middle East. What were we really serving for you guys back at home? All we did, realistically, 99% of the guys that I fucking fought with and bled with and called brothers, we were all there for one thing: get each other home. I wasn't there for the war. I wasn't there for the country. I was there because I knew guys like me, guys like young great men of this country that are willing to pay the ultimate sacrifice, are out there dying. I wanted to be there, not for me. I didn't care if I died. I was there to bring my boys home, man. We sacrificed our lives, our fucking sanity, our mental health, brain damage, legs, limbs, eyeballs, burns, lost our faces. We sacrifice that for someone else. That's just how I look at it, guys. Hey, S-Man, I want you to know you don't trust in the system, because the system is not there when shit hits the fan. The only thing you got in that situation where someone's trying to kill you is each other. It's just your boys, man. It's not the government. It's not the brass. Fuck the brass. When shit hits the fan, fuck you. It's us. It's only us. We're lucky if we got air support. If we do, it's not there right away. And trust me, 10 minutes in a firefight is a very long time. So when shit hits the fan in that life, man, the only thing you got is the guy to your left and the guy to your right, the guy to your front, and the guy to your rear. Maybe the guy above you with the sniper rifle. Yours truly. Point being is, you know, veterans are offing themselves at a rate that is absolutely concerning, and it's not being talked about. At this current point, 23 veterans from the past 20 years of shit are ending their lives. We lost 7,000 American personnel in 20 years in the Middle East. We've lost damn near 180,000 coming home to suicide, drug overdose. That makes me ask and question more about this government at this point. Why is there no mental help in the VA? Well, it's men like me, men like them, men like 22, 23 ended their lives today that could train and prep and be leadership for the people when time comes. They don't want that. That we're an existential threat to the U.S. government because we can do what our Constitution says we can do. We can form militias to fight back a tyrannical government. You kill off the people that are trained, seasoned professionals in such world, America's fucked. Again, my opinion, my logical conclusion of that situation, not fact, not confirmed, just makes sense. Only thing that makes sense. Bro, the mentality is, it's not even mentality, it's common sense. It's fucking logic. 1 + 1 = 2, man. Why are veterans being offed? Why have we lost 40 times more veterans just being home? It is a fucking goddamn known fact in the military branches. The most dangerous place for a soldier is being home. They are 100 times safer being shot at by grenades, AKs, missiles, tanks, you name it, bro. You fucking think about what's going on in Ukraine. I would be safer in Ukraine statistically than being here talking to you on a live stream. That should be concerning. I mean, again, it's not a perspective when it's fucking blatantly obvious, right? Come on, man. Come on, S-man. What? Perspective? It's reality. Like, what? Trying to ban guns. Of course they are. Right now they're probably suppressing this live stream, YouTube as well. I haven't noticed any new traffic ever since I started being more open. Why? Well, the truth will set thy free. Well, let's stay in a little matrix, how the movie said. As much as I hate Andrew Tate, god damn it, the man is right. There's Matrix. They're pulling a curtain over your head. But the United States of America is a federally constitutionally backed republic. Any fucking politician calling this country a democracy is a fucking Nazi. Nazi Germany called themselves a democracy. Until they became the dictatorship they were. America is a republic. We are not a democracy. The Constitution is law and final law. No law can breach the law of our land. And they do it every day. Hey dude, I don't give a fuck about the reception, man. Do you think I'm on YouTube for fucking money, fame? Fuck no, dude. I don't even really like putting my face on the internet. I don't like people. But I've noticed doing my live streams over the past month, I've met a lot of like-minded people. So the more I can find, the better it is. And this is why I keep telling you, join the fucking Discord. If you haven't already, you definitely should. If you need the link, let me know. Because you are somebody I need to keep in contact with. Because when I do a go bag thing, you're one of those minds that I know I need to keep. Because that is going to be the existence of humanity at the end of the fucking day. No matter what. It's minds like ours that can change this world. They can't have that. So sooner or later, we're going to get sick of it. And they're going to get fucked in the ass by the long barrel of my HK417. I kitted it up like I would as a fucking M110A2 I used. Yeah, it's on my account. I recently put it up there at some point, I believe. I don't fucking remember. But I know it's there. There's a link on my page somewhere for YouTube. The intelligence levels of this planet has been dropping drastically to a level that I'm concerned with. I don't trust Republicans. I don't trust Democrats. You know, all I trust are the facts. I trust the facts. If it quacks like a duck, walks like a duck, swims like a duck, flies like a duck, acts like a duck, looks like a duck, everything about it is a duck. The bitch is a motherfucking duck, bro. Period. Fucking multiple genders. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Jesus fucking Christ. We're fucked. Like, if I was an alien species and I saw that shit, I'd be like, yo, everybody in the universe, don't go to Earth. Do not go to Earth. Something's wrong with them people. And if I saw a little fucking Earthling spaceship flying around, I'd shoot that shit right out of the space. Fuck you. Stay on your fucking cesspit. We don't want that in the universe. Imagine E.T. sitting out there. Fucking whole flight of freaking California hits the space skies. It'll be like, shit, that's cancer. Blow it up. Blow it up. Fucking virus. Goodbye. Fuck. Just, oh my God. I can only imagine that a rocket full of Californians going into space, the entire universe will fucking have a freaking goddamn heart attack. Bro, they've taken the right to privacy. Dude, they're stepping on way more amendments than you know of. The right to form a militia, the right to overthrow and remove persons of power that we don't agree with. If you went out there and grabbed Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and brought them to court, tried them for treason, then hung them, you would never get close. And we should be able to do that. I don't care if you're blue. I don't care if you're red. I don't care if you're pink. I don't care if you're green. You break the law of the land, you're to be hung till dead. Period. Capital punishment. Die, bitch. We don't need your fucking poison. Until we get back to the ruthlessness and true nature of us, this country will fall apart. And I'm sorry. Every time you fuck with America, we kick ass. Every fucking time. And they know it. And they're scared of us. And I'm not a big political guy, man. I never talk about this shit on the internet. U.S., you're just smart enough and my kind of person. I'll talk about it. Fuck yeah. Because you are not retarded. And there's a lot of retarded people, man. Oh my God. It's scary. Oh man, come on. Pedophiles? Did you say pedophiles? Oh man, capital punishment, hanging a pedophile until dead? Fuck no. Fuck no. That's too easy, man. That's way too easy. Castrate them and let them bleed to death by their sexual organ. Fuck you. Cut that dick off and let them bleed to death, bro. Cut their nuts and balls off. Castrate their asses and let them die by fucking bleeding out or infection. You want to go that low? Politicians? Fuck them. Just hang them. They're terrified enough. Pedophiles? Bro, that's a whole nother level of evil that you got to get what you get, man. I don't care. You fucking touch my little girl, I'm going to make sure I have a lot of time with you. I don't want you to die. I want you to feel all the pain forever, if I could. God forbid anybody touches my daughter, dude. If y'all knew, if I was allowed to talk about the stuff that I did for the Marine Corps, for anybody who crosses a boundary that warrants that type of monster that I could be, if I ever had to be. Never had to been, but I've seen a lot of death. It don't fucking phase the shit out of me, baby. Sure as fuck does everybody else, but everybody has a bigger fear than death, and that's suffer. Pain and suffering. Quick and easy? Come on, man. You gonna break their neck and let them go out easy, bro? They can go to heaven and repent. All they gotta do is truly repent, and they're forgiven. Hitler himself could have been forgiven and be in heaven, right? So, yeah, no, I can't let you go out easy. You're gonna feel it, and then you can repent after all that torture. And in my opinion, it warrants your forgiveness because you felt everything that you did to someone else for life. Oh yeah. Well, see, you got to remember what happens to pedophiles in prison. Literally what I just said. They're tortured, man. They don't kill them. They abuse them and they use them. If you get money, they make you get money on your books and you'll never eat. Like, they PC up. There's guys in PC that aren't pedophiles that'll fuck you up. But there are some prison camps that are pedophile friendly because of humanitarian rights. Where's the humanitarian rights for the children that they molested and harmed physically for the rest of their life? They will never be the same. How the fuck should they even get the chance to be safe? They shouldn't. They should all be, as I said, in the places they belong. Prison, and a real prison where you got murderers. Oh yeah, that's where they need to be. They need to be with the lifers. And the lifers will have their way with them forever until they die. If your victim can never have a safe space, you should never have a safe space either. That eye for an eye, man. You get what you serve. If you do heinous things to people, you deserve the same treatment forever. It's that simple. But you know, they have to be easy on the pedophiles now, because every single one of the people that make laws are probably touching little kids. And I'll tell you, I grew up as somebody who logically just concluded that there is no afterlife, there's no supernatural. And till I learned what it's the saying goes as, there's no atheist in a foxhole. Every single person at that precipice of life or death will reach out to God. Every single one. There is no atheist in a foxhole. And I face death a lot. And we're all connected. And those that are not here by my hand, or friends, loved ones, I felt it. It's weird. It's very weird. All those souls are connected to all of us, man. Which is why everything we think we know or believe in science, it's probably all bullshit. Definitely is all bullshit. I'm not saying science is bullshit, okay? I'm saying the false teachings is bullshit. Science, mathematics, algorithms, it's all frequency based, man. Atoms are all vibrating. Everything is connected. Everything is touching everything. You're touching air. That air is touching you on the other side of the goddamn planet if you are. There is science in a factual, logical form, and then there is the poisoning of intelligence on the population. Is that better, or can you help me reword that better? I know you're agreeing with me, all right? I'm just like, help me word it better. You get where I'm going with that? Because you know what I'm trying to say clearly, but I'm not saying it correctly. Or in a... Yeah. Oh, no, you're fine, no worries. So, human, I'm assuming you're a fucking intelligent species of mankind with me and S-Man. The fact that fucking S-Man just said that alchemy is chemistry. Just saying. So, yeah, science is magic, because magic is fascinating. You don't understand it. Science, basically magic. You're right. How did that happen? What the fuck? You burn copper and the flame is green. What? Magic. Holy crap. Oh my God, human. You're my kind of fucking funny. Oh my God. You see this man's dark. You see human's dark sense of humor. I believe this motherfucker, bro. This motherfucker had to do it. That's literally what I would have said. I don't think I'm intelligent because I am a part of the human species. And humans are not smart at all. Does that make us not human? Uh-oh, catch 22. Throwing it right back at you, human. See how you come back with that response. Oh, yeah. All right. S-Man, I don't know if you were here earlier when I was saying this. Once the human population realizes they don't know jack shit and try to learn something new every single fucking day of their existence, we will never evolve. And human is literally saying the fucking same damn thing. Human and S-Man, I need you both to get into that Discord. I'm going to shut down this live stream. I'm going to start a private, only you guys I send links to through Discord can watch. If you guys are my kind of level of fucking just, yeah, you both. I need you both, because I'm probably going to show you a bunch of shit tonight that you guys need to see. And once I start showing you all this shit, you're going to see exactly what you need to see. And I could also be a little more open with my role in the U.S. military, because that has a big part of a lot of things that I actually want to show you guys. And feel free to say you already knows. We skip that video by this group or that or this or that conversation, or we'll get more into it. Whatever. If you guys are interested. Wait, what? Bro, I hate to break it to you, but we are on the opposite side. What the fuck does that mean? Opposite side of what? Well, yes, man, it's 1:30 for me, so at most it's going to be maybe 30, 45, 50 minutes of whatever. But I'm not going to do this all night. I have a $30,000 rubber roof to do for a PNC bank, so I gotta get that done tomorrow so I get paid. So I'm not gonna be on very long. I'm still wanting to know what human meant by opposite side. The fuck? There's no side. I'm confused. What do you mean by side? S-Man, I'm in Pittsburgh. Obviously, you're East Coast. Where are you at? Human, I'm logical. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say I'm religious. But at the same time, I know that there's something different after this. What that is, I don't know. Energy doesn't dissipate. It's converted. Our existence, our uniqueness, our souls, our energy has to go somewhere. Even if it means we're reborn or reincarnated or heaven or hell or fucking unplugged from a freaking simulation. Maybe we are a simulation. I don't fucking know, bro. All I know is logically, there's more than just being alive. What that is, I don't fucking know. Do I want to know? No, not really. I kind of hope it's pitch black, and I'm done thinking. I might actually have a full night's sleep for once. You're in Michigan, so you're about a 6-hour drive from me. Oh, well, that's if you're Detroit. I think Detroit's 6 hours from me. That's not bad at all. Shit, man, if shit hits the fan, you just move a little south, I'll move a little north. My guys will regroup with you, we'll get you the fuck out, and we'll go hide in a cave in the middle of nowhere. Underground. Might become the tall gray aliens we're all known to know. That'd be pretty fucking cool. Call me a tall gray. Big brains, big old eyes, because we got no light, and some skinny, thinny bodies because we're going through crevices. By the way, that's tall grays. It's future humans. I can tell you that for a fact. Like, I have security clearances that I'm telling you tall grays are future. It's the future time traveling. Just throwing that out there. And that's why you don't see them in UFOs, flying saucers. Where do they come from? They don't come from spaceships, baby. They come from the ground. If you just join, you know what? See, I don't want to get copyright striked or anything on my YouTube. I will show you what the tall grays are by a CIA interrogation from 1965. And when you watch this, you will understand what is happening now and what this thing has said before they killed it. That's all I'm going to tell you. They're not among us. There are entities that are not human, but they walk among us. Fact. They're not the Greys. The Greys are what humans become when they move underground because we nuke the fuck out of ourselves. I have no factual witnessed or briefed intel ever in my existence on the side of special forces that I was working with to say that I've ever had confirmation of reptiles. I have no idea if there's reptilian people. I don't know. I can't say anything because I simply have no physical proof or witness. I don't know about reptiles. Just so you guys know, I can't confirm nor deny because I don't know. And that's the goddamn truth on that. I don't know. It'd be very scary if there were. That's all I'm gonna say. Man, fucking lizard people. Fuck that, bro. Lizards eat flesh. Lizard people real? We'd all be food. But we're not. Logically, I don't know. But reptiles are older than humans. So it's very possible. Like I said, man, dinosaurs died over 100 million years ago, okay? And if birds are alive and they are DNA traceable to the prehistoric era of dinosaurs who shrank and evolved to survive, then I'm going to have to say that there is more than likely a very intelligent reptile species that is, if anything, it's got to be velociraptors. If any reptilian species to evolve to our level of intelligence and survive so long underground, I'm going to have to say it would be velociraptors. They were communal. They worked together. They hunted together. They communicated. They created their own language. They were lizard people in theory. Oh, AJ's here. What's up, AJ? Long time no see, brother. AJ, we decided to go down the rabbit hole tonight, apparently. Like, the real rabbit hole. Things that I said I would never talk about on stream, and it's definitely gone there. I've been drinking, kind of the problem. Don't get me started with the Anunnaki and the Dryas era and what happened 12,008 years ago and how religion and the Roman Catholics and Christians are only like 3,000 fucking years old, but hey, not doing that on the internet. We could do that in private on the Discord. If y'all want to really go down a rabbit hole, holy fuck. Feel like I'm gonna go insane already with you two assholes. Now we got AJ here. AJ is fucking smart. He's not gonna help at all. He's gonna fucking jump in. And I don't think AJ and I have ever gone down this rabbit hole. You know what? Fuck it, guys. Fuck it. I'm gonna do it on my stream. I'll just private this stream, and I'm not gonna collect any benefits off the fucking YouTubes for it. God damn it, I can't do that. See? Human, fuck you, dude. Cheers. The Anunnaki and the Sumerians are real. Now, where the Anunnaki came from is Nibiru planet, whatever. I don't know about that shit. I don't want to say I believe in it. I'm skeptical. But the Anunnaki was some form of entity or human or whatever of ancient times that is very, very written about in hieroglyphics, and it's all these pyramids and these hieroglyphs all around the world are all saying the same thing. The Anunnaki created humans to be a better version of them, and that scares the shit out of me. What the fuck? How are they going to make us a better version of them, and we're this retarded to believe a man can be a woman? Oh yeah. The Anunnaki in their fucking graves are fucking happy as shit, man. Those motherfuckers are turning around saying, what the fuck did we do? Alright, S-Man. That Discord link might be a temporary one before I realize I could have a full one. Which one is my... Post a message on this bullshit?
The people.
No, shut the fuck up. Don't copyright me, motherfucker. Okay. Hold on. I'll get a Discord link for you motherfuckers right now. Invite. Copy link. YouTube. Stream message. Oh, nope. Here is a currently working Discord link I just made. All right. I don't know who created Anunnaki. Ask the Anunnaki. Fucking ask me who created the Anunnaki. I'm not qualified to even think about that one, man. If the Anunnaki created us, I don't even want to begin. Like, you're just talking about having our brains self-destruct on their own, and the powers that be don't have to do a damn thing. Whoa, man. I had to make the joke. Every time I see a woman's bathroom, guys, I just think like, whoa, man, not your room. And I wonder if some man who created that as like a thing in the English language, he was probably like, this is their bathroom, this is our bathroom. Sees a guy going for that bathroom and he goes, whoa, man. And it forever became the whoa man's bathroom. Hey, 1 + 1 = 2. Whoa, man. It's only a thing because a man said, yo, whoa, man, that is not the right bathroom, bro. Hey, you see the skirt? Now they had to put, whoa, man. It was a meme that went through history and nobody's caught on to it but me. Bang. Mic drop. Somebody do the drums. All right, AJ, I know your Discord. Human, have you joined the Discord? Dairy. S-Man. What the fuck? That was legend. Wait for it. Dairy. Nah, I'm going to sleep. Is it because you publicly admitted you're a female species of the humankind? And you're going to think we're going to have a bunch of men fucking simping? I find a simp, I'll fucking ban them. Freaking weirdos. I'm just messing with you. Go. Nice to have a talk, human. Hey, like this fucking bullshit and subscribe so you could be in the loop and we can have more freaking times. If not, God bless. Be safe out there and don't let the bed bugs bite. I'm glad to hear someone say that we're chill dudes. Everybody wave to human because she is not a feminist, clearly. Probably has a good husband too. Amen. Tell your husband, keep being a good husband. Keep you fucking true to the fucking species. We need women. We don't need, whoa, man. Oh my God, guys. Maybe the man was after for transgender. I want to be a woman, but you actually have a dick, and it's there to say, whoa, man, not cool. Maybe the future, maybe our ancestors of English figured that was going to happen. I don't know. Equality is let me just put it like this. Equality as a species. The man provides, the woman sustains the race. Man and woman make baby. Man provide, woman and baby. Woman protects, literally, in natural order. A female, a woman, is at all costs to be protected, because without the woman we have no species. So equality is do your part for all existence, right? Everybody has a part. Equal effort makes the species thrive. human value, men are not equal to women. Women are at all costs to be protected. Every man should put their life down and risk it to protect the species. That is the only reason why I will say that there is no equality between man and woman, because the man has to do what the man has to do so that the woman is treasured. Like, women are on a higher pedestal than man in a meaning. I'm sorry, but I'm going to die for a woman. I'm not going to be treated as a woman. I don't want a woman to go in my shoes to go fight for her existence, because if she dies, that is less children on the planet. That's just the way I look at that. I will look at a woman in equal ways of everything. You want to do the job, you do the job. But I don't want to see a woman in a situation where she's going to die when there are plenty of men that could do that job. Because a man can't have a baby. That is admirable, but very stupid. If your man can't protect himself, why the fuck are you calling him a man? And why the fuck are you with him? So clearly, he can protect himself and you and the children, right? Mic drop. Now, if your man is about to get ambushed and he's taking on the fight and you see it, fuck yeah, pull that gun out and blast that motherfucker in the back of their head. But don't put yourself at risk. Fuck that. Bad girl. Bad. Go lay down. Go lay down, girl. You're a bad girl. Your man will defend himself. Stop it. You know, and you're trying hard to argue. Don't do it. Women are to be protected at all costs. That is just how I feel. I don't care about anything else. You want to be equal? You want to get in the boxing ring with a man? Do it. But when shit hits the fan, bitch, go in the house, make me some chicken while I shoot these motherfuckers, please. And thank you. Bear children. Keep the cave clean so I don't come home after being shot at all night by some bad people. I'm being a fucking clown. Don't take this serious, even though I'm clowning in a serious manner. I want to play Rust. I've never played it. When DayZ came out on Xbox, I fucking played it, and Xbox ruined DayZ for me. That's the closest I got to Rust. I don't even play video games anymore. Except Call of Duty Mobile on my phone. Cars and roofing. And now YouTube is all I do. And I don't understand why I'm doing YouTube. I don't know why, but I am. S-Man, did you join the yeah. Yes, it is. And I used to be a very big nerd. Good. Go to bed, you bad girl. Lay down. Cuddle with your man. And don't ever say your man can't protect himself again and you call him your man. Don't insult a man like that. Because you can fucking do better. And if you're with him, he's clearly a man. If I knew your man and I could tell your man that you said that on my live stream, he'd look at you goofy and laugh. I would. Like, why are you talking shit on me on the internet with some weird fucking dudes talking about gray aliens and lizard people? The fuck is wrong with you, woman? I got some internet weirdos, fucking conspiracy guys, thinking I'm fucking gay. Hey, good night, fucking human. Nice to meet you, and I hope you're laughing at all this and not being offended. Because you should be laughing at it. I feel retarded. He better be, and I hope he is. I hope he is. Hey, you guys don't know me in real life, but I want your opinion. You and S-Man. Do you guys think I'm fucking smart? The U.S. government seems to think I have a 137 IQ, and I'm like, dude, I joined the Marine Corps. The fuck you talking about? You're gonna sit here and tell me I'm smart and I joined the Marine Corps? Y'all smoking crack for real. That's my opinion. Them motherfuckers are high as shit to say I'm smart. Fuck is going on with this planet, bro? I eat Crayolas for breakfast. And brass casings for lunch. And the tears of my victims for dinner. For dessert, I shoot a fucking Mark 19 grenade launcher. Red Crayola, motherfuckers. If I ever open a P.O. box, I swear to God, if you send anything else but red Crayolas, I'm gonna fucking snap. You send me, if anybody dares send me an orange crayon, I know it's one of you fucking assholes, and I will fucking teabag you. Fucking send me a goddamn orange crayon. You will fucking pay the price. Promise you. Ain't no Marine like the orange crayon. Ugh. Tastes like fucking goddamn Taliban. Yeah, that's why the fucking Marine Corps thought I could go to MARSOC. I guess they were right, because I fucking did. And then they were like, hey, you're in charge of a whole fucking professional, seasoned fucking special forces jarhead retarded crew. They put me in charge, bro. I was in charge of fucking 14 idiots that were highly trained professionals. I'm telling you, man, the government's fucking stupid to trust me with anything. I don't know why they did. At all. Still to this day, I feel like everybody in the brass section of existence was high on methamphetamines, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm a Marine who jumped out of airplanes. Have you ever heard that before? Fucking Halo jumps, bro. What the fuck? We specialized in kicking in doors, and within 60 seconds, we were on a helicopter leaving, and your entire compound is just bodies. 15 guys. Under a minute. Delta Force does it in about 30 seconds. Just saying. Delta Force is scary. Them dudes are a whole nother level of animal. S-Man, just join the Discord where I could be a little more open about a lot of things you want to know. I am 100% privating this after this goes down because I don't want people seeing it that haven't randomly stumbled in here or YouTube to like fucking shadow ban me. So I might even delete it. This live stream will not be public on my YouTube as much as I would like it to, because I haven't even looked at the statistics of it, but I've talked too much as it is, and I'm not talking about it more here. All right, AJ, I'm going to shut this stream down, and I'm gonna start a stream that on Discord. Hey, who's the fourth party in this? I know I got S-Man and Alex. I don't know who the fourth guy is. Hi. Don't know who you are. You're not talking. So, there you go. Nice to meet you, S-Man. I'll see you on the Discord. Alex, I'm going to see you on that Discord. Peace. YouTube. Fuck stupid people.